God loves you to play Chronicles. How's everyone doing today? Today is the finale of episode 3 of Justice for All. We finally, well, my thoughts on who the killer is kind of the gray area. I think I know who it is, but I don't know who it also is. And while we're at this, I just gotta say I never thought we'd finish like. It felt like just a few days ago we just started this, and now it's different. I guess it's like we're just doing the trilogy right now. It just gives us like the Spider-Man vibes, but still, I really enjoy it. But yeah, that's what I gotta say. I don't really have much to say other than everyone heard, everyone saw, I think just the Royal Rumble, any wrestling stuff. I think I want to talk about that. I feel like Punk's good, probably with the Rumble. It's just fun, but I think I finally truly see like CM Punk's that I guess because of the environment he was in WWE is a lot different than the one in AEW. It makes kind of like more sense because like they're both like different companies and all, so yeah, it was kind of, I feel like I won't be surprised. But yeah, that's kind of what my thing is, and that's what kind of is in my mind right now. Of like, it's because the environment in AEW is so different that Punk did not like it. I don't know. But this past weekend's more like a little bit of wrestling drama that I don't want to talk about. It's something useless that I feel like I'm just gonna ignore for the stream because we're not gonna talk about it. Oh my gosh! I just realized I was gonna. Sometimes I ever wonder, should I start like. Should I get a paper or like write it down before starting stream and just do like some like little skit? But I'd rather not. It's more like I was gonna say throughout the past couple of days I have been the ringmaster since the real one was killed. But oh well. I can't do anything. I can't do that. It's too late. I started the introduction. But yeah, that's unfortunately what we got. But that's about it. Now, other than the circus, there is one thing that piques my interest. And it's Von Karma's revenge on Phoenix. And the revenge she wants was not from her father, but from Edgeworth. I guess because of the 5th. Well, thank goodness, because the fifth episode, which wasn't in the original, but in the DS, makes more sense of why like Edgeworth is stepping down as attorney. Like he stopped, being like a prosecutor. Interesting, and now you get to go face her again. And from the looks of it, there's also another thing, and that is, from the looks of it, Francesca is trying to hide evidence because Acro was about to give us something until she yanked it and say, "Nope, that's mine." which is gonna be a little difficult. I guess I gotta prove it how that is part of evidence, but that's all about it. For now, today's the day where he proved Max's innocence. Without further ado, let's begin. Jeez, who would have thought this will happen in the future? In the future, the Ringmaster will die. That's right, this took place in 2023. Actually, now that I think about it, the DL6 incident case was in 2001, if I'm correct, meaning, and it's been like case closed, so-called closed for 15 years, so that means it takes place in 2018, I guess? Well, no, like December 30th, 2017, but I guess like after this case, the next one's gonna be like in 2018. I think. Morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usually sparkling self today. Alright, let's look at the case. You haven't used the map. Use the bottle. Poster, the Ringmaster's paper, I think we used. Still cat. Crime photo? Yeah, we used the crime photo. The only evidence we didn't use are money, Leon, box, pepper. I don't know what these do. Oh! Wait, what if... Oh my gosh. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Wait, you haven't forgot what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. I guess it was the box inside. Inside of it was the small seasoning bottle. Anyway, Acro and Bat. Bat is in a coma, so Acro is kind of considered the suspect, is who I think we are believing in, but he also has like a grudge against Regina, in which, I am really interested. Like, I don't think Regina is the suspect, but I don't know, Acro, like, Regina was raised in a circus, so meaning she doesn't know like the tough side of the real world. But on the way, like, she's not like, I guess like her father like raised her to make sure, like, you know. But it's odd, like he just died. She's not mourning. I don't know. It's odd. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Gina! How fabulous! My sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did! Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is. Well, she was After all, our father didn't show the tough side of the real world, so... Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? I'm still like... Top of the morning to you! Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? If they can put you in jail, you know. Mo? Top of the morning to you, Governor! Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attack of the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm. Then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I bought you a present. Have some milk. Oh my, thanks. So how are you today, right? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful! He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare. All I've got to worry about is how thin that tightrope is. I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you going to do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do with our usual psychological warfare. Today, we rely on evidence. The only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. Huh. And last stream I just said... Okay, I'll give him credit. He's starting to act like his age, so I guess in this case, he's more likely to be the stepping guardian for Regina. Wants to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Oh. I think Mo's on the right path. Like, not everything could be like all fantasy and all. There is bound when reality hits. Like, death is like a really huge like a strong and dark topic. When you teach a kid, like, at I think like I saw a clip of Sesame Street talking about it, and eventually, like, you have to show like the real world to like the younger generations, because otherwise, they might not be prepared. Like, you have to show them good stuff, but it's, I don't know, I can't put it into words, but just no matter what, stay positive, but also accept the reality and truth. Because imagine this: you're a kid and wants to become an astronaut, or the king, a leader, and then reality comes in. You gotta make sure to grab it by the horns and know the difficulties of it. That's all I gotta say. I can't say, like, if I ever teach like reality, like something strong topic as death, like what Mo's gonna show to Regina, I don't think I could do it. Like I can't find the right words, basically. But yeah. Oh, I kind of take back what Mo says. Like, I'll say this: there are I'll say this, bad timings. But now, now that Mo's, I feel like now he's just want to make sure Regina knows. Like, he tells her, unfortunately, this is also part of life that everyone has to see. Alright. Well, that's about it. Let's start the trial. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximillion Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Ms. Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximillion Galactica fly from the scene of the crime. Order! Order! I had a feeling something like this will come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Oh man. I hope Gumshoe is sleeping right now, because the fact that he's ordered to do that at night. Yeesh. Yep. I wonder how many times people will say poor Gumshoe. I gotta look it up. Actually, I shouldn't, because it will be spoilers. Because I still haven't played the third game, and I don't know if Gumshoe would be in the Apollo Justice games. But if he is, then I'd rather not. I'll wait until we get to there. Anyway, please call your witness to the stand. And to get to work. Or should I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Name and occupation. Pen Dingley, but everyone calls me Aqua. I'm employed as an acrobat at the very big circus. Where are you at the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Could you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. What did Acro witness? It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought it was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get to that, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix, right? Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Don't bring Miles into this! It's alright. Do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? No, we just have a problem with Francesca. It would have been more fun if Edgeworth was if Edgeworth was the prosecutor, but no. In the words of Miss Von Karma, I may quote yesterday's proceeding. There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. I might have to press on him, because I don't have any evidence that could contradict it. You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? Yes. Okay. No, don't worry. This light will work. I see. Alright, what is this what's that guy in the back said? Really? Oh. I feel bad for his wife. I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. The witness will proceed with his testimony. Oh. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That's correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside? I was indeed. Your sample doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something feels contradictory in what he said just now. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Autopsy report? What in the world is this? You just don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix, right? What don't I get? You're not going to be able to get through this one with your usual bluff routine. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again, straight towards a guilty verdict. You were bluffing? I will not forgive any more mockeries made of this court. Whoops. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony? Certainly. Are you sure it was a human being? There could have been... Wait, no, not there. It could have been a mannequin or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin and an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince the words with Mr. Phoenix right. Testify the truth and only the truth. Just as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. And I just strained his testimony. What if Echo's statement jibs with the facts? What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. I thought we find a clear contradiction. Red light. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety light lifts. Wait, the safety lights lit light things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was a person in black. Oh wait, no, it was the person's back, but I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Any other symbols? Really saw the silk hat. Well, the cloak worked around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I pressed him, the less results I seemed to get. Maybe there was something fishy with this lady's missing testimony. There's a huge contradiction! Evidence supports claim contradiction. He saw it from the bag, but he saw the... Right, so the hat fell down. What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw on Max's head. Then why was it found in the crime scene? You should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just look outside the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Right, not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? Right. Oh, now I remember. No, this is the handmade, a one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximillion Galactica. Now for those who are wondering what I'm talking about, that I said, oh, I got it. I was talking about, something from Danganronpa, in which I don't want to talk about. Kind of spoilers, but yeah. Nothing related to the game, though. Or this game. Which means Acro. That's you've been fibbering on the stand. Order! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. You okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What will cause this witness to commit pre-jury discourse today? Oh boy, what will cause... Your Honor? On this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You have learned how to try and grab an audience's heart and mind. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest book in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. Oh, what happened? He left? Oh no, the wife found out? Oh no. get away scot-free, we'll go to the court and see the divorce proceedings, and she'll take everything he had. Yes. So what else is happening? Oh, I see. Really? No way. They finally released a trailer of GTA 6. What else? What other trailer are happening? Oh, the people that created Untitled Goose Game made a new game called The Big Walk. What's it about? Oh, I see. Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah, I think once I get out scot-free, once we finish with this trial, I'll be sure to put that game on my waitlist on Steam. Literally, I am so interested in that game. I mean, what else? Oh, yes, we're like a month in. Almost a month in 10 days? I think Apollo Justice released on the 24th of January. Alright, hope you order the game. That's it, Barry. Go attack Phoenix. You know that the Apollo Justice trilogy has some more added stuff to it. I think. Mr. Dinkley, you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really know what they think, right? What do you mean? I want to take a look at me. I can say that by myself, let alone leave the money. That's true. Right. He's just trying to help his mind. It's like, murder whole thing. See? Even a silver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. He's right. Way to pick on a disabled, heartless cool man. Phoenix is a poopy head. That, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to draw support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I gotta talk to someone to confirm that Acro was able to stand his own power. Maybe the defense's plan on making the claim to counter this as well. And hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? I don't think it can be Russell. Ban's in a coma. Regina. Acro doesn't like Regina. I don't think it's Ben. Mo? Mo thinks that Acro also did it. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Blonde Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blubbing about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Order! Order! What are you getting at? You keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. Show how Acro murdered Russell Barry. Are you doing it? Can you really do that? No, I can't do it. Can't stop now. If I stop attacking, doom. Alright, let's do it. Mr. Phoenix, right? If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Right? I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingley? On the third floor. He left here the entire time. That's Aqua's room. Pretty simple, eh? Aqua wasn't able to leave the laundry house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Aqua didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What do you say, Mr. Dingley? Interesting theory. That's it? Considering what you propose is impossible, yes. That's it. Right? Yes, Your Honor? As the witness has stated, your assertion? I feel like I'm mispronouncing it. Assertion? Pronounce. Great books! Otherwise you end up like assertion. I feel like I said it wrong. Assertion. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. Got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix, right? The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. No said that he saw Max. No said that he saw Max, did he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. You mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How do you do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, you mess up here. Right, can't mess up here. Gotta give this one some serious thought. Aqua killed the ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room, no doubt about it. Time to enlighten us as how did Miss Dingley commit the crime, Mr. Wright? Evidence for it. It's not the box or the pepper. That's the only thing that was found. Wait. Bronze statue taken from the... I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingley use to commit the crime to murder against Russell Berry? Let's hope it's a statue. What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is within the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust, and because it is life size, it is also very, very heavy. Why can't they call it like a little statue? Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it's dropped from a third-story window. See? This is how Aqua was able to kill the ringmaster. The force of gravity and Maximillion Galactica's ample bust. Order! Order! So you're saying the bus fell onto the ringmaster? Rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How can you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Agro is an acrobat. You should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like a bus. Mr. Dingley, how do you respond to these charges? Well, I was at a loss for words. Should be. He knows I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro. Ow! I watch what I say. If I were you, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get a proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Karma. Just using this testimony as a rouse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense objection is overruled. You see things my way once in a while. Well, Phoenix, he's the judge. And unfortunately, this judge... Well, I'll say this. He's the judge. But the other judges will agree to Phoenix. But as for this judge... No. Mr. Dingley, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. Think you low to win a case. Gross physical state. Suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bus. I have a strong upper body from working at acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bus and working out of the window, looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic to have the bus on it very day. I have no doubts in regarding to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bus and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injury. That's what I was thinking. What's your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. Alright, get to me. Focus. Oh! Oh, we're getting somewhere. No. I don't think it's... Wait. conclusive evidence to wait. Did I show the box or the? Let's try the crime photo first. Oh. Oh. Acro? You didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. You're still hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix, right? Enough stalling. How about you show some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found in hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same amount that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Or the same momentum. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean, if the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would have been no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No! Or! This is unbelievable! Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here. Forward. Well, the next question I have is, who placed the wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingley, of course. He connected to a rope, and all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense to you. Mr. Fink's right. The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was also specifically made. Specifically made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. The weight. The box has a remarkable weight. Weight? The victim was hunched over this 20 pounds. According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see! One will have to squat down, then lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on the other side, doesn't it? That's correct. Lift up the box, you have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head will be in the approximately same place. Fool! Yes. Can't bots listen to me anymore? I've heard what you had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bus? Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I cannot possibly leave the logging house by myself. That means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? You see, Mr. Phoenix, right? Explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. This is no place to get perplexed. Gotta get my wits up, help me improve how things happen once and for all. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get to the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? Please let it be the monkey. A monkey? Okay, I was gonna say it the way I said it. A monkey? Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the... Oh yeah, he also stole like the tube. A tuba. Yeah. So are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bus? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own. And then brought it back home. Oh? Money lives in Akro's room. Akro's room?
Objection!
But the bus was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny.
Objection!
Maybe you should put these whipped down sometimes and read the court record. My, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they're made of platinum. It's very shiny. Ah! Akro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'll be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'll be on the market for a new roommate. Order! Order! I said order! Miss Von Karma! Where's the bus in question at this moment? I don't know. We were searching for it as we speak. A rather strange turn of events. Well, let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bus. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait. Do you mean this bus was a murder weapon? Really by accident? And what would actually be the murder weapon? It's possible. Maybe Akro saw Money's amount of stolen goods and thought he was one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Akro was the murderer. Moron! Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Oh! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? Forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? Oh, let me guess, the motive? You should know. You forgot that your fraud or magical client was spotted seeing the crime. There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Hey, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? Here we go.
Take that!
Saw Max's. Ow! I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the screen, on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question.
Objection!
Oh. Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said he saw Max's silhouette. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna get damn. I thought I was gonna lose. Cause it makes more sense. But you did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. But how is that possible? You know what the funny part is? Aqua was gonna be my second guess, cause here's what I think. I thought, like, you know, the string. I thought he was gonna use the string and pull up himself. And then unfortunately he lost the hat. But the fact that his hat was found at the crime scene. Oh wait, wrong photo. Most he saw like Max, like the real Max, and with like everything, the hat and all. So I thought, oh yeah, this is close. It doesn't show right roses, so the Circus. Okay, now it makes sense. It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bus. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? So what he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bus. Wouldn't it be easier to hang one of the cards in the bus's hand? Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bus? It doesn't matter who put it on the bus. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bus? That question is the utmost important in this case, don't you agree? Oh, Kami. Well, let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bus? Money is either it's either Mo or Acro or Russ. No, cause alright, we'll start with Acro. And if I got that wrong, I'll go with Money, and if I go that wrong, I'll go with Russell. So we'll start with Acro. Hi, weather, Mr. Phoenix. I know it. Money. Okay, I just want to see. How did the cloak get a hold of the cloak? Huh. So, is it Russell? Cool. Him? You were saying it was the victim himself? Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. Why though? I mean, the victim himself placed the cloak on the bus? Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself. Nick, you really have a handle on all of this? Fine, Maya. Finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint. Anyways. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Aqua used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bus. And he dangled the bus outside his bedroom, directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room. And when just as in fear, he was spotted at the entrance of the laundry house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trio. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now, this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bus hit the victim, You just wait a second there, Mr. Phoenix, right? As much as you try, as much as you scheme, just isn't true, it can't be! Still a little early to getting so upset, Ms. Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet. What? The impact of the bus and the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bus. That impact also caused the sound of a certain witness heard prompt him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Curls, aka Mo the Clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bus. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bus being raised with the cloak dangling on him. Primarily because in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. He just kept pulling the bus up. And that's how the magical murder disappearing into the sky came to be. I hope nobody clapped their hands, but yeah. That's what happens. Interesting. Also, glad nobody clapped their hands. You see, the only person who could pull this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro. It could have only been you. Yes, he's a fool. Don't worry, I have another plan. Don't worry, we'll get off scot-free. I won't be accused of murder. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. He's a fool. Regina's also a fool, isn't she? Yes, she's a terrible human being. Yep. Oh, yes. Did not know. Wait. Oh my gosh. Acro did not want to kill Russell. He placed the note on Regina's pocket. He wanted to kill Regina. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. Sure has. He has come to the end of his rope now. So? What now? You graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my wit. Last game did not feature your whip, so that wasn't power. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. It's alright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
Nick, say they want evidence. Just explain how there could only be one possible murder method.
There is still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account.
Unusual?
Contradiction, actually.
Okay then, use that and get out of this jam.
Wait, so do we have to use Mo? That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. Alright, let's start with Mo, if not the letter. Try again! Oh, that was a long silence. Oh, that was a good long silence. Okay. No. Okay, that just long silence just got to me. Okay. Have unraveled the hat? Problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. The theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. Fool! Can you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bus's. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Fine, you got one, but what about the other contradiction?
There's another one. The other contradiction?
Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He says the witnesses write roses on Max's chest that night. The clown testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there was no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instance when the cloak snagged onto the bus. The cloak snagged onto the bus. What happened to the roses?
Oh, it was hide. It was hidden. Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bus, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bus. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bus. Order! Order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads.
Let's do this, Nick. And maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel.
The scarf.
I know, he's stupid. I know that lawyer's stupid. He accusing me of murder? I didn't do anything. Oh, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind?
What is it?
You took the time to research our circus, didn't you?
Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I did it?
If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track.
Why is that?
Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with Anyone with any retaliation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there's absolutely no way someone like this will kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do you do? No doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive.
Seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Well, it's obvious the answer that I know. That Acro is true. Acro does respect Russell. But here's the thing, he didn't know he killed Russell. His target was someone else. It finally makes like sense now. Because the murderer, he's not talking about like the person, he's not talking about like how Russell killed the lion. He's talking about like how Regina, since that lion was controlled by Regina, well, not controlled, tamed. Sorry for correction. It has to be it. Can't believe it. Acro? Pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. I think he's always the most straightforward of the group. She was... Am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? but I'm nothing but a little nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason why.
Hey, pal! You're gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence?
Is it the gumshoe?
Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways.
I don't know, detective. I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We got some really tasty meal. How about a card trick, detective?
Well, if you insist.
Now, about that evidence you mentioned, what is it?
Here you go.
Huh? This was yesterday in Aqua's room.
Yep, and I'm including the forensic results. Take a look at it later.
Will Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
That's why this is all secret.
Huh?
Look, details are on the need-to-know basis. And we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion.
Final plans?
Uh-huh. That reminds me. I got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here.
What do you mean by that? The very end part? I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me.
Oh, one more thing.
Don't scare me like that.
It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
What? For me?
It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils.
An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? Odd.
Court is now back in session.
Alright. The motive is simply easy. Acro did not want to murder Russell. Instead, he wanted to kill Regina. That's why... Oh, we can finally look at this. bat scarf, stained with his blood, and smelled quantity of pepper. Anyway, so the letter was for Regina. Regina was supposed to go at the location and find his box. And that's where Acro used statue to kill Regina. But instead, Russell found it. Well, actually, here's change of plans. No. But Regina instead placed on the bulletin board where Russell confiscated it, put in his tailcoat, leave to get the box. Acro did not know if it was Regina, but from the looks of it, it looked like he wasn't. He found the bus and then, yeah, placed it on. Okay, just saying. Okay, look. Let's just explain this. Acro did not meant to kill Russell. He meant to kill Regina. That's just summary. Ms. Von Comer, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have committed to this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingley. Yes, Your Honor? Please proceed with your testimony. I didn't get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want to answer to. Uh-oh. About the Ringmaster. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the Ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the Ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem. You're absolutely right. Can anyone think that? Is it right? Which is why there's no real need for cross-examination, is there? Sorry, I'm saving it again. Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. How would Acro kill the Ringmaster? Might be my last chance to answer that question. I don't think I could cross-examine him. Not cross-examine him. Yeah. There's no need to cross-examine this witness. What's that? Why was the Ringmaster murdered? There is no need to dwell into that bit of testimony when I know the answer already. That's right. I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know. Can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the Ringmaster dead? Eh? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the Ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the Ringmaster at all. Ah! You foolish attempts to fool us like a foolish fool is so foolishly hard and foolish. When I'm done with the trilogy, when I'm done with the trilogy and the Apologist trilogy, I want to know how many times Von Karma just keeps saying fools. Did you forget? You made an accusation. You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was. This is the real killer of Russell Berry, Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro, you didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? Order! Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Is it right? What in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ah! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Aqua was trying to kill someone else? It's true target. It's Regina. Regina Berry? This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. You could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all you have to say is, you're wrong. That's it. That's it? Huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough! Mr. Wright, allow me to... Ah! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Aqua would want to kill Regina Berry. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Aqua was out to kill this young girl. Let's start with Leon. Alright, Mr. Wright. At this point, the only thing that important is evidence. Better not be a bluff. You're not going to... Ah! You're not going to fool me, Mr. Phoenix Wright. We're finishing each other's sentences now. It was a no. Oh, it is a no. Acro, you remember this, don't you? That's the piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note, ironically entitled "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended to was none other than Regina Berry. Oh my gosh, the time. Order! 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 Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours. It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note? That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. He was killed because of that mistake. Instead of Regina. That's incredible! Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Leaving the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I end up falling out of the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I got it! I got it! Acro thought it was Regina down the plaza. That's when he let the bus fly. Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? Yes. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. Hope Regina can handle it. Acro wrote this note to Regina?
Objection!
Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas with a foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish, you even made me sound like a foolishly hard fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes? What about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is a claim that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What'd you say? The ringmaster knew that what that note meant, which is why he went to the plaza in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded in the note? Incident 6 months ago. An incident occurred 6 months ago. Now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Just in case of help. Moron. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has. It started in what? Okay, let me just read it and then talk. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well, then, if that's the case, hurry and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? You know, I certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. Conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually the lion or the pepper or the scarf. Let's start with Leon. What? This is... Well, I kind of figured that I tried to get rid of it. Oh, okay. I just looked for a second and this chat was like trying to connect. The thing that OBS went down. Okay. Well, from now, you can do those sort of things on your own time. Okay. So, is I the pep? Okay. Pepper. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix, right? It isn't a joke at all. It's the size of evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you could draw. Foolish fool who never tries, yeah. Now I'm a fool. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish way. Yeah. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix, right, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Who is this? That's Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother's dead. Regina, she did that to him? You spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool. Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit on by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. Lion? Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's not just her. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's a victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? Is it more than an accident, or... Huh. What happens if you say if it's just an accident? I suppose it was truly an accident. It's essential that a man knows when to give up. Mr. Phoenix, right?
Impossible to prove Mr. Berry's involvement in a murder attempt, isn't it?
Huh. Instigating a lion to attack? Who would ever heard of something like that? And to think that the defense claimed that this was a conclusive evidence. Small ball of pepper. A lion. Where's the connection? Ah! What's the matter, Nick? Figured it out. Wow, it was right in front of my nose the entire time. Your Honor, wait.
What is it?
The lion baiting Bat was no accident at all.
What?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix, right? There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. You may not have incited the lion to attack another human being. Regina is responsible for making the lion bit Aqua's brother's back.
That's just a scarf.
Acro? This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who was the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him.
Gina?
There is something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor.
And what that might be? And what might that be?
Pepper.
Pepper?
Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's this silent treatment? And what's with this bird hitting me?
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of figuring a criminal. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that?
It doesn't seem like the judge doesn't get it. Actually, I'm in the judge's shoes as well, because I don't get it as well. Mr. Phoenix, right? Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling? The lion was smiling?
Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling.
Lions smile?
I never heard of them smiling. However, lions sneeze.
What?
Leon wasn't trying to bite the bat. Was trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf.
What?
You fool!
You've got to be kidding me.
Objection!
What's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
I object for objection's sake. Being right, this theory, believe it? You really intended to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot! It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. You think that there's someone who treats this accident with respect it deserves? You telling me that what I said was true? Acro! No, me, Cammy, witness! Are you confirming the defense's claims? Mr. Wright? Unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? There's still more. The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I draw Max's bust on the top of the ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? I mean the conclusive evidence. The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof to be more precise. Murder weapon. Bust that the defense claims was used. That was to be found in Aqua's room. It was covered with the victim's blood. That would be ultimately conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it will be. Plus, Nick, you gotta do something. The last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. No, we can't search in Acro's. No, we checked Acro's room. Actually, we did. They would have said, "Hey, look at Max. Look, Max's trophy, whatever's there." Let me see. Might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but why are you going to search his room? It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Karma, total justice. I guess. I figure with you, that's the least I should expect. You leave no stone unturned. Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. Found what you think we found in the room. Acro will not be here as a witness. But, to put a point on it, Max's bus was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright? The bus wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Get Gumshoe searched... executed the search by complete surprise. We took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second, something's funny about all this. It looks like you lacked the final nails to put into my coffin. But, what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the Ringmaster. You should know that by now. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. Buzz, where is it now? Where's this bus right now? Your face right. You know where that bus is. I'm sure you do. Not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bus is? It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter arguments look have fallen short. Or to have looked fallen short. Thank you for your support. terribly sorry, Mr. Ray. I think that brings to an end of this cross-examination of this witness. Hold it. Where is Max's bus? The defense needs time to prepare to present his lace. I mean, case. Sorry, I'm just been nervous and I just bit my tongue. Don't worry, Maya. Oh, what? We need time to do what? Ah! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Ray? What? Are you asking me? It's up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait, you can't just be serious. Maya for the save, of course. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acro lived his life until now. Now it's acrobats that walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Very well, the defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be fine when anytime soon. Walking a tightrope with logic. This is doing for false step. Because the only thought is forward. The murder weapon. Where is Max's bus now? We checked the big top. We checked the login house. So the courtroom is the only option we haven't looked, so I guess it's obvious the bus is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bus once and for all. Not the judge. Yo, I want to see the judge's reaction. I know it's gonna be wrong. It's what is also okay up his son? Well, I'm just not really sure if I should say it fair enough because the bus. Adios, bitch! I had to think about whenever it was a good idea to say that. What did you just say to me? Okay. If I say the prosecutor's been Von Karma will say, go ahead, look in there, and it'll be not there. So, well, Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? He's not talking to the bird, he's gonna, how should I say this? I'm sorry. I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you're a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just want to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. But it seems to me that it'll be really easy to say hide a bus under there. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is under there. We all know that you can't leave the laundry house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Ms. Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it. The only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. You fool! Could you? You got me. I've been backed by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Two of them? Miss Francesca von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were two pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bus. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning. You know. But the bus, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bus. The only place I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. Uh-huh. Definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. No, I sure couldn't. Can't believe it. Me make a mistake. I didn't order a surprise search of your room. Only I hadn't done that.
It seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro?
Yes, Your Honor.
You killed the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro. But that was not his target, though. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. That's why she covered the scar with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her. No matter what. What I'm truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely. That she will laugh inconsistently when saying it. Innocently. Too innocently. Just couldn't stand it. No matter how hard I tried. That's why you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful.
Are you saying that you are a victim of in all of this as well?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I killed myself, and I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I couldn't, not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet.
This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself.
I'm an idiot! Can't believe it. You beat me again!
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict.
I find the defendant, Maximillion Galactica, not guilty. This court is adjourned. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bad. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only at max 1,000,000 of them. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room?
I'm just thinking about Acro.
No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh?
It's been like this for a while now. Regina. Sweetie pie.
Bad and Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up.
Regina.
Alright, tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end.
Just couldn't up and leave yet.
Does that mean that Acro
Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? Nah. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
You sure? You really sure? Can't believe that.
Yep, Aqua doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
That's true, then I want to see some evidence.
Oh gosh. Huh?
Oh no, you're not just making that up stuff about Aqua not wanting revenge.
What could it be? It's not Leon, it's not... I know it's not... I don't think it's the evidence. Maybe Bat?
Take that!
Aqua didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
Bat? That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. Now that Aqua's been caught. I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Till he opens his eyes. Until he can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
Sorry, Acro. Sorry, Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max! What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. Whenever you like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a family's thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? That's the big question. The ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. Staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I made a decision. What is it? I decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen! The best circus the world has ever seen? Don't laugh! That's quite the goal.
Yeah, can't wait.
Then I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max, let's work together and make our circus super fabulous! What'd you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina? You're not going to help them. You're going to help them out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me.
What are you talking about, Regina? Why don't you think that I brought you to court today? We got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been.
No.
Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry.
Max. Nick. Seems like everything is going to turn out right here. Can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen.
We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats. I see what made the cake. Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, detective, my plane's about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get back! Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you. Mr. Edgeworth. Brand new episodes added. Farewell, my turnabout. That will be for next time. And I think that might be the final episode. I don't know. But yeah. Next time, it's the finale. Literally next time we start the next one. But yeah. It looks like Edgeworth is coming back. But what will happen when he comes back? We'll find out. But anyway, thank you guys for joining. We finished the big top. And well, next time we'll get to see Edgeworth return. Until then, be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Threads for any like updates and whatever. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys Friday as we start episode 4. Thank you guys for joining, watching, and yep. Bye.